What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're just going to hop right into this tutorial. This is a voiceover because I did film this for Instagram, but a lot of you wanted to see the full-length version of this video, so that is what we are doing today. So I had to start off with a couple products that weren't KKW for this video because she doesn't have foundation yet. Then for my brows, I just spoolied them out and went in with my Benefit Brow Zings just to lightly fill them in. I've been loving cream contour lately, and I really do love these KKW beauty sticks. I just feel like they don't have enough product. They are very small, but they blend out beautifully and they work really well on my dry skin. So I'm using the medium shade, and I'm just using the darker side first for the outer perimeter of my face, and then I will be contouring my nose with the lighter side.
Expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down.
Now using the concealer, it's actually my favorite concealer of all time right now. It just has the most beautiful consistency, and I love the tones she has. I have 3 different shades in this that I go between. I use 5, 6, or 8. I love the warm undertones. I most often use number 5 if you're curious. That one's always out of stock though, but I do bounce between a few shades. So I'm just blending this out underneath my eyes. I use it to conceal and to highlight, so that's why I'm putting it on my cupid's bow, nose, and forehead. I recently hauled shade 3 in the KKW Beauty Powder. I actually went through a full size of number 2, which is also very small, so it's easy to use up. But I also love the shade 3. It's a banana tone, and it works perfectly for when I have a tan. And I'm just applying that heavily underneath my eyes to bake, and I'm also applying a generous amount on my nose as well to bake my nose.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out.
I also recently purchased the KKW Beauty and Mario collab, and I really like the formula of these eyeshadows. Super easy to work with and blend, and I'm starting out with the shade Decade just all over my lid up to my brow bone, and that's going to act as my base shade. Using the shade Miami, I'm going to take that on the same brush I was using and just apply that into my crease, and this is going to act as my transition shade. Next, I'm taking the shade Albanian on a small pencil brush, and I'm just putting this on my lower crease. As you can see, I'm being more precise with this, and I'm just applying that to slightly cut my crease, but just a soft cut crease. And then I'm just going to go back in with that brush we were using to blend Miami and just blend out any harsh lines. To clean up the lid, I'm using that concealer again and just a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to carve out that lid space just to make it look more clean. Using a little bit of Fix Plus and the shade Glam. I absolutely love this shade in the palette. It's so pretty. This is going to be my all over lid shade, and I'm just going to add a touch of a lighter color in the center just to brighten up the look and give it some dimension, and that shade is Armenian. I wanted to give a little bit more dimension. I went with this after the fact and just decided to deepen it up slightly more in the outer corner, and I'm using the shade Bronzy to do so. Next, I'm taking the shade 2008, and this is going to act as my brow bone highlight. I'm just taking a very small portion and putting on the very highest point of my brow just to lift that arch. Then I'm just going to go in with a pen eyeliner and do a wing. I'm going to go in detail of all my tips and tricks for wings, lashes, all that stuff in an upcoming eye tutorial, so you guys will see that soon. Next, I'm using one of my favorite products in the KKW line, which is the Brightening Powder. This next to the concealer is my two recommendations from the line. I think they're really good. Now taking the two matte transition shades that we use to deepen up our upper crease, I'm just going to blend them together underneath my lower lash line. I like to do this after I have fully set that area. Now I'm going in with some mascara. This is just the MAC Gigablack. Applying that to my lower lashes, one of my favorite lower lash mascaras. And now I'm going to further deepen up my contour just with the contour palette, the shade that I showed you, and my Zoeva 109 face paintbrush. I'm going to put that down my nose, and I'm also going to lightly contour the very back portion of my cheekbones just to add some extra dimension. Using the highlight in the highlighter 2 palette, the first one, the gold shade, applying that on my cheeks. These are super bright. This one has some glitter in it, so if you do not like a glittery highlight, then I would not recommend these palettes because some of the shades do have glitter, and I know not everyone likes glitter. Most often, I don't personally, but in this palette, I think it's really nice for certain looks, but it's not a go-to every day. I wouldn't go for glitter, but it is super pretty nonetheless. So using that down my nose, which really helps with slimming my nose for that contour, and then adding a little bit on the inner corner just to brighten up the whole look. Now for my lip combo, I'm first taking the KKW Beauty Lip Pencil in number 2. This is Nude 2, and I love brown tones on my lips for lip liner. Also for lipstick, I'm really into nudes being more brown than pink or peach. I really love brown tones. For lipstick, I'm using Nude 1, which is a really light pink shade. It's kind of similar to MAC Flesh Pot. You guys know I love that shade. Very similar to that. Then I just wanted to deepen it up even more with that lip pencil because it was too light, and this is how I manipulate colors, is just adding in that darker lip liner. Now to finish off the look, I'm using the KKW Beauty Mario Lip Gloss in Super Nude, and that's going to complete the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video in full. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10.